Hello and welcome to day 2 of the northern half of the Maah Daah Hey Trail. I'm Charlie, trail name Hammer Time, and I've just left Elkhorn campground. Today we're headed to Magpie campground. It's about 20 miles out. My pack is still quite heavy. This is a dry stretch, so there is a water box out there. I might get lucky with some water, but generally speaking, there's a bunny up here, a rabbit, on the trail. Gonna unfortunately scare it off. Sorry, dude, I gotta keep going. There it goes. 20-mile dry stretch today, water box out there. I don't have anything cached, but I might get lucky. Some real highlights on the trail today. I'm excited to go across Devil's Pass. I've seen video and pictures of it. It looks epic. Can't wait to film it. Can't wait to share it with you. And also gonna ford the Little Missouri River. The last time I did that, I walked across on rocks. I have no idea what's in store today, but I have some thoughts on how to handle it if I'm gonna inundate my feet. So we'll get to that when we get to it. Otherwise, still waking up. I waited until it got light enough. There are hunters out here, and yesterday I had some hunters on a bluff above me. I could see them looking down at me. I waved to them. They didn't wave back, so that was a little concerning, but I kept hiking and got behind another bluff, and then I heard the gunshots. Anyway, here we go. Thanks for joining me. All right, a little more of an update as we get started here today. Just saw some trail runners. It is the weekend. It's Saturday, so expect to see more people out here today. That'll be kind of nice. Last night was Friday night, of course, in Elkhorn campground. We had, let me think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different parties in there. A couple of parties came in late. One of them set up next to me. I think they were probably hunters because they got up super early, and I ended up just getting up because they were right next to me, pretty loud. So yeah, I had a leisurely morning waiting for the sun to come up, and yeah, here I am. Got plenty of sleep though. Got to bed kind of on the early side. It got dark around 6:30, 6:45, so I just decided to start resting and then eventually just passed out. So good night. Yesterday was kind of a hard day. I was definitely carrying a lot of weight, and more than I'm used to, and feeling it. It was hot. Today's supposed to be hot again. We'll see how it goes. I'm happy to get an early start. Yesterday's start was like 9:20. Today I'm already off before 7 a.m. So should gain a little time that way. Going a little further though. Carrying 4 liters out of camp. That's due to the 20-mile dry stretch out here. It's very dry. So I find I drink a little more water than normal. Normally I can get about 7 miles on a liter. But for those of you who don't know, each liter of water is about 2 pounds. So that's about 8 pounds of extra water. I'm going to have to do at least that much on the last day. So it is what it is. But I do have about 2 pounds less of food today because I ate everything I brought for yesterday. So, and I've already had breakfast and coffee and all that fun stuff. So that's all good. Definitely incentive to eat out here. All right, onward. We're heading down to the Little Missouri River this morning. Just a note on this red paint. I was watching videos on the Maah Daah Hey 100 mountain biking race before coming out here. And they put this paint down to help people follow the route. So that was, I think, back in July or maybe August. So yeah, paint's still here. I'm sure it'll be gone by spring. Anyway, beautiful watching the sun come up to the east. Okay, I'm out here by Theodore Roosevelt's ranch site. As I understand it, there's no longer a structure there. I think it's like a half-mile side hike plus some road walking. So I'm not going to do it, just given the water situation today, and trying to make these miles. But I will put a link to, I watched some videos of people doing it, so I'll put at least a link to one of those so you can check it out if you're so inclined. Essentially, it looks like there's some signs out there that kind of show you and tell you what was there. It's right down on the river. We're going to head north into the hills and then descend back to the river in a different spot and ford it there. is an interesting situation. So the gate is actually attached to the fence. So I might try to climb over or perhaps go under over there. I'll figure it out. Heading down to the river straight ahead. The under right here. See if I can pack myself under there. And obviously this has been done before. I'm guessing that might just be a temporary fix to the fence. Who knows? Anyway, onward. Okay, I'm gonna cross with just my liners and my shoes. Looks to be moving pretty decently out there, but it is a south wind today too. Well, I decided I didn't want to do that one twice, so just went out there a little bit, came back. Felt real muddy at the bottom. I'm gonna have to knock some mud out of my shoes here in a minute. Slick, like pretty smooth though. I'm sure it could be slick, but you know, you're in water. Yeah, it wasn't moving too fast. Definitely the deepest channel was by the northern side. Makes sense, kind of where the river bends. And yeah, we've done that. So that was a proper ford, unlike the last time I was here, where I just hopped across on some rocks. Got up to about mid-thigh. So yeah, that'll keep my legs cool for a while. All right, on we go. We're at about mile marker 94.5. Head north. Thank you, folks. Well, I got my feet put back together, my shoes. I had taken off my gaiters. In hindsight, I probably should have left them on. I ended up with a bunch of sand in my shoes. So if you do this, keep that in mind. I took off my outside pair of socks. I'm wearing a couple pairs of socks. But I just put everything back on after thoroughly knocking my shoes out. And it's so dry here, it's really impressive. Like, my shorts were wet on the crossing. They completely dried in about 10 minutes, maybe 15. So anyway, back on our way. Heading northbound. Next big highlight is Devil's Pass. We'll be doing that a few miles out, I think maybe 4 or 5 miles. So excited to check that out. Hope you are too. Just ran into Whitetail Creek after getting my feet all squared away. It's gonna be kind of nasty. There's no keeping your feet dry on this one, I don't think. I'm gonna scout around a little bit. All right, I think I see my route. It's not gonna be ideal, but it's gonna be better than that. I'm muddy, but my feet are pretty well intact. And this part looks not too bad. And then I gotta navigate the little channel. Well, in the end, they both got wet. I didn't get too muddy because I got a nice rinsing in the channel. I almost made it, but my heels went in right on the shore. And I kind of went backwards. Oh well. Cool little beaver dam here. As I was coming around the corner, I smelled a strange smell. It smelled kind of like rotten eggs or something. Anyway, Jen had mentioned to me off-gassing from wells and stuff. And yep, that's exactly what I'm smelling from this one. Wind's blowing this direction generally. So I'm gonna keep climbing. Okay, gonna scan this water box, see if there's any available water here for a little snack. Oh, yeah, I'm thinking this is gonna work out. Yeah, I'm gonna sit down, air my feet out, have a little snack. I'm about 7 miles from Magpie campground. And it's 12:24, so doing great. Okay, properly drying my feet out, took the inserts out of my shoes, got my shoes trying to dry. I'm gonna tip them up in a second. Gaiters, socks, you name it. Gonna make use of this water here in a second, have a snack, and then I'll be on my way. Update, you can see the clouds rolling in. I don't think I'm gonna have to worry about the sun too much in another few hours. It is supposed to drop 30 degrees by Monday. Today is Saturday, so we're gonna go through that whole process overnight and through tomorrow and tomorrow night. Latest forecast was low of 24, so whole different experience. Last night was a low of 54, so very different. That's why I brought all this warm gear. Gonna make good use of it before this trip is done. And we are approaching mile marker 100. Not there yet. I think we are, let's see, we're at 98. This water box, no, it might be 99. Anyway, we're right in there, but I'll be on the lookout for 100. All right, talk to you soon. You keep your eye on the horizon here on the Maah Daah Hey, you see poles in the distance and you figure somehow the trail is going to get there. There's like one up there and there's another one over on that ridge. So we'll be up there. We're getting close to Devil's Pass within a couple miles. Excited to get out there and experience that. And then from there, I think we'll have about 5 miles into Magpie campground and that'll be our day. Okay, I was correct on one pole. The other one, I think, is just a tree, and that happens too. Oh yeah, there's mile 100, and Devil's Pass is in mile 100 as well, so just around the corner. Once again, the Maah Daah Hey, turning up the heat, at least for October. All right, it's pretty wet back in here. You gotta watch your step. I've made it to here from way down here over 2 years, and that's what's left. Well, definitely looks threatening. Slowly but surely the weather's coming in. This is site number 2 at Magpie. Site number 1's pretty awesome too. But I was looking to block wind that's likely coming this way later tonight. So I got my tent all set up. Got a bit of a yard sale going on here, trying to dry everything out. It was a heck of a day. And cold soaking my dinner. And I'm about to go start yanking on the famous Magpie well, which is just beyond that campsite. Apparently it takes 80 pumps to get it to flow. So I'm going to try to do it the minimal amount of times. Maybe just one big effort over there. Pump some water out, filter it, and then be ready for tomorrow again and put my feet up. But all in all, a fantastic day. Thanks again for coming along. And I'll be back tomorrow for day 3 of the Maah Daah Hey Trail here in North Dakota. At this point, I didn't look at the exact number, but we have, I think we're at milepost 105, almost 106. So there's 144 miles on this trail. So depending on how you slice it, it's 139 or 138 left. I've got this weather shift, 30% chance of rain now, so it's dropped quite a bit. And I'm hopeful maybe I won't encounter too much of that tomorrow. 15 miles to go tomorrow to set up that final 25-mile day. And I've got a couple gallons out of water box there, so it should be really good. All right, catch you again tomorrow. wide open spaces. Delightful morning in the 50s. Warming up though. Shooting straight into the sun is tough, but that tree was just gorgeous. All right, getting to that stage of the day where I'm ready for camp. Not quite yet though.